Okay, let me ask you a question. What would you rather carry? This or this? Because ultimately, they do a lot of the same thing. But that is a pain in the ass, and this is a joy to use. So let's talk about this for just a moment. This is the Osmo Pocket 3. This camera is amazing, and I've shot videos with this camera. I've done low light videos with this camera. This is a great camera. Now, the reason why I'm making this video, and this is going to be just a short video, is because the rumor the Pocket 4 is going to come out within the next few weeks or so. And if that's the case, you might be able to pick up some deals on the Pocket 3, both on the new market and the used market. If there's any questions you have about this camera, as far as I've always wanted one and I wasn't really sure if I should get one or not, let me make this decision really easy for you. Yes, this camera is amazing. It does have some limitations, which we'll talk about, but for the most part, this camera here is fantastic. Now, if you can wait for the Pocket 4, or you really want to wait for the Pocket 4, or you can afford the Pocket 4, then get the Pocket 4, because that's going to be even better than the Pocket 3. We know that. Hopefully. The rumor is it might do 6K video. The rumor is it might have dual cameras. The rumor is it could have a manual aperture on there. There might be a lot of features and functionality coming with the Pocket 4, but everything right now is rumors and speculation. The point of this video is that because the new one's coming out, you could still pick one of these up probably for a lot less than what the new one is going to go for. And is this camera good enough for most of us? I would say yes. I've shot with this camera for some of my videos. I try to tell you what cameras I'm shooting on, so that way, in this case here, it's the Sony a7CR, but I've shot a lot of videos with the Pocket 3. This is a great travel camera. One of the nice things about this system is that you could really make it yours for what you need it to do. There are a ton of accessories for this camera, and I'll leave some down below that I use. There are also some accessories that I would stay away from, and you can see some videos that I have on that. They've continued to upgrade this camera over time, and if you can find one in good condition, then I would highly recommend that you pick one up. Now, what's good condition? You want to make sure it hasn't gotten wet. Look for any kind of screen damage, those type of things. I usually put a screen protector on the front just in case I pull it in and out of a bag or put it in a pocket, it's not going to scratch. You want to make sure there's no visible signs of dropping this camera because of this gimbal head. You want to make sure that this thing is working the way it's supposed to work. You might want to also, if you're buying one in the used market, make sure that it can follow you. But this camera is pretty amazing. Also, in my opinion, want to try to get the creator kit or somebody who's selling the creator kit, because this will give you the ability to get an extra battery. So these are the batteries for it, and they're not replaceable. So there's an internal battery in here, and then this battery here would snap onto the bottom here and give you some more power. The other thing you want to try to look for in the creator kit is the DJI microphone. That's what we're recording on right now. You can buy the individual microphones that will pair with this camera just fine, but if you can get one in a kit, that's even better. If you can't find a kit, then all of these pieces that I just talked about can be found on Amazon, like super easy. The video quality out of this thing, that's the special thing with this camera. You're shooting on a 1-inch sensor, which is going to be bigger than any of the GoPros, Ace Pro 2, the new DJI Osmo action cams. You're going to have a bigger sensor out of this. That also means low light performance is absolutely stunning on this. Again, watch the video or scan through the video I did where I took this thing out in complete darkness on a bike ride, and look how steady and clear the video image is. And that's because you're dealing with a gimbal, so that's going to make the video steady, and the 1-inch sensor and whatever low light magic they're doing on this camera. I took this to Disney and filmed a fireworks show and things like that. Figure out how you want this camera to work for you, and then get the accessories that you want. For me, I really like using a backpack mount. So in order to do that, I use a little cage. This one here is by Ulanzi. And I use a Peak Design capture clip on the back. And that way I can throw it on a backpack. And I can show you here the capture clip. And this just fits in here. And now as you're wearing the backpack, you can turn the camera around and you can film what's in front of you as you're walking. So great for little walking tours and things like that. But that's how I use it. Although the phones are getting better and better from a stabilization standpoint, but because this has the gimbal in it, you could really move this thing around quite a bit and you're always going to get pretty steady video. And you don't have to use two hands, and you don't have to film very specifically. Same thing with this, like if I didn't have the gimbal, taking video with the Q3 is really, really shaky. This just eliminates that need, and the video quality coming out of this thing is pretty slick. I would say if you're going to buy one of these and you're on the fence and you can hold out for a Pocket 4, great, get the 4, because it's just going to be a lot better. Whether it's incrementally better or miles better, we don't know, but I'm sure there'll be a ton of reviews on the Pocket 4 when it comes out. But we also know that the Pocket 4 is going to be a lot more expensive, especially here in the United States with tariffs and all those other nonsensical things. From a budget standpoint, you might be able to, again, get a better deal on the Pocket 3 and save yourself some money, whether it's on the new market or used market. Just if you're going to go used, make sure that the camera is in good working condition and check it out beforehand. I would say for everything that you want to do with this camera, this is pretty much a pro version camera for something that's so small. Or get yourself a gimbal and have to deal with trying to carry one of these around. It's not as nice. That's my quick 2 cents on the Pocket 3. There's a ton of reviews out there on this camera. This is not going to be one of them, other than just a very loud recommendation that if you're on the fence about this or you've wanted to pick one up, you might have a good opportunity to do that pretty quick with the release of the Pocket 4 that's coming out. Anyway, hope this was helpful. Take care. We'll see you. Bye.